Okay, the purpose of this video is to talk about the Northwest or Greenspoint market and some of the deals that are out there that we personally like to send clients to. This particular virtual tour is for a staffing company that's 3 to 5,000 square feet, already located in the Greenspoint market, looking at alternatives. Now, when you look at Greenspoint, you have to be careful on finding good quality management because most of the buildings here are already at very competitive rates. So when you scroll through, you have Hartman with several listings, CBRE with listings, you have Boxer with listings, you have Oakleaf, you have a bunch of major real estate management companies and brokerage firms that are handling the listings here. So as we look through the properties, let me show you some standouts. Greenspoint Park at 1850 is on the higher end of the Greenspoint market. It's 1850 gross, but it offers a very secure, very nice office space for those that need that Class A space, the Class A look and feel. This is one of the buildings that does work, listed at 1850. If you want more detailed rent history that's up to the minute, I don't know when you're going to watch this, give me a call and we'll give that to you. 350 North Belt Place. That one, the tenant mix in some of these properties here, you can see at 13 bucks a foot. I mean, obviously it's a value play at 13, and you have some that are at 12 bucks a foot. But this is where I told you have to watch the tenant mix. You have to watch who's in the property and what type of stay you can expect to have. Are you going to be scared or ashamed to bring people to your building? Those are things you need to think about because there are other properties that do a better job of screening their tenants for the same rental rate. So if you're going to offer a lower rate, that's great. But if you have other competitors that are doing that and they're doing a better job of screening tenants, then you need to make wise choices with that. I like 450 North Belt at 1450. It's a pretty solid value. The building has been pretty well maintained. It's very visible from the freeway. Most of you see it if you're driving across the Beltway. Let's see if we can get a better picture of this. So, it's a typical Class C building here. The biggest draw, I would say, they say it's Class B, but I consider it Class C. The biggest draw is going to be the rate, in my opinion, and the tenant mix is pretty good. Another standout, I would say, I do like 16770. Not only do we office here, so obviously I'm pretty biased, but they have a lot of energy companies in this property as well. They do a good job of keeping up with it. The inside lobby is great, a lot of greenery, as you can see there. That's one of my favorite things about the building. It's very quiet because, again, the tenant mix is great. That's one of the exceptions here that Boxer has, but I can't say that it's very consistent across the board. But 16770 is great. I also like 363 North Sam Houston Parkway. That's another standout here, and an excellent value too at 14 bucks a foot. I really like, well, that's the asking rate, but I do like it. The atrium is very nice. As you can see, the updates here are great. So for the price point, you're getting the size, you're getting the look and feel of a Class A building. And look at the rate that you're paying. If this was downtown, you'd be paying at least twice as much for the exact same type of property. It's the same type of security, same type of amenities. That's one of the things that makes Greenspoint great. Let's see. I also like 11811, even though it's right outside of the Greenspoint market, but it's right on 45 in the Beltway. They've done a lot of renovations on the inside here with the fountains. They spent quite a bit of money making sure that this looks nice. They kicked out some tenants that were problems. They've really done some good things here that make this worth a second look. They're listing at 16 bucks a foot, which I'm not too happy about because just several months ago we were talking about 13, 14 bucks. I think they're trying to capture that wave of people that may be moving south because they can't get spaces in the Woodlands. We'll see about that. I think if they're more competitive with their pricing, they'll see a lot more leasing activity faster. I think one way or another, they're going to fill this building up. I think it'll be a lot faster and more efficient if the price point is flexible. I do know that the deal history tells a different story than what's listed here. So for up to the minute rates, just give me a call and I'll give that to you. Let me give you one more standout that I like here in this market. Actually, I do like 654 as well. This is another one I like. 654 North Sam Houston Parkway. You know, I think that the price point here is great. I think that the look and feel of the building is very nice as well. It's well maintained and has a good tenant mix. So it's pretty typical of what you'll see in the Greenspoint market. So as you can see here, there are a lot of options that you can look at and choose from, more than we can just go into in this video. But if you want a report, I'm going to send this to you by email. You want any more details? Again, call me. I've been in each one of these buildings. I can tell you exactly what I feel about each one and the tenant mix in each one. Some of these I skipped over because I just don't think it's a good fit for a staffing company, especially with a lot of women employees. Now, one thing I do want to touch on this video is the safety in Greenspoint, mainly because of Greenspoint Mall. This whole market's gotten such a bad reputation, and I've heard the remarks about Guns Point and all of this. But if you actually look at actual data that we can show you, the crime here is actually lower than some of the other major markets in Houston. I'm talking about Energy Corridor, the North Loop specifically. You're going to see less instances of crime in this area than some of the other major markets. That's contrary to popular belief. What you have to worry about in Greenspoint more often than not are opportunists, and that's mainly along the Ella area. People are looking for large equipment. So if you have a trailer in an office building, for example, those things will be targeted just like they'll be in any other market. If you leave your door unlocked, you're going to have people walking by trying to pop open your car to see what's in there. That kind of stuff happens, and we do have reports of that not only here, but that's in most major office and industrial complexes. Thieves go where the money is. And what I've been pleasantly surprised with, as I've not only stayed in this part of the market, but many of the clients we represent, is they haven't had complaints with crime or instances that they felt worried. What we see more of, again, is opportunists. If you leave stuff out for people to take, they're going to take it. And if you're here or the Woodlands or Southwest Houston, that happens. So before you lock down on a property, or before you skip an area because of the crime, I'm not saying to give a second look from my word only. Uh, get the data. Let's look at the police reports, and they'll show you exactly where this market's at. I'll tell you this: if it's my money, and actually for our firm, it is, we save quite a bit officing in this market, and we get to enjoy the amenities from every other market at a much greater value. And it's mainly because we run counterculture to the herd that's trying to move up. But anyway, that's my spiel on this particular report. So if you need more information, just give me a shout, and I look forward to talking to you soon.